All right, today we are diving into something pretty cool. We're going to crack open the blueprint for building systems in your life that just don't fail. And we're going to do it using a surprisingly ruthless, ancient philosophy. So let's get right into it. You know the feeling, right? You get super motivated, you set this big, ambitious goal, you map out this perfect plan, and then, I don't know, a week later, it's all just gone. The whole thing is falling apart. So what is going on? Why do even our best laid plans just collapse?
Well, here's the thing. The answer is almost never that you lack talent or drive or willpower. The real culprit, the thing that's hiding in the shadows, is that our systems are built on a really shaky foundation. We keep blaming ourselves when we should be blaming the architecture of the plan itself.
And this, right here, is the core conflict. Most of us, and this is totally normal, operate on the left side of this screen. We rely on things that are super inconsistent, our willpower, our moods, our charisma, but the systems that actually last, the ones that are truly resilient, they operate on the right. They're built on objective rules, clear metrics, and processes you can actually predict. One is totally volatile, the other is rock solid.
So, okay, how do we make that jump from the left side to the right? We're going to look at a source that's a little radical, but incredibly effective. An ancient Chinese school of thought called legalism.
Now, quick disclaimer, we're not talking about politics or government here. We're just borrowing the core logic of legalism for system design. And that core idea is simple. Success doesn't come from being a good person or feeling motivated. It comes from building a system so well designed that it works no matter how you're feeling on any given day.
This right here is the central idea. I mean, think about it. A bad system will fail even if you have a genius running it. But a great system can succeed even with a totally average person at the controls. The goal is to stop trying to be a superhero. The goal is to build a super system.
So legalism gives us a framework for building these amazing systems, and it all rests on three core pillars. Let's break them down one by one. The first pillar is Fa, which basically means standard or law. This is all about your commitment to absolute, brutal clarity. Fa says that any rule, any goal has to be objective, has to be the same for everyone, and, this is the most important part, it has to be measurable. There can't be any gray areas, none. And here's what that actually looks like. The before is a vague goal, like, I'll write a lot today. The after is a standard. I will complete 1,000 words before 12 p.m. See the difference? It's specific, it's measurable, and it has a deadline. You either hit that number or you don't. The system tells you if you succeeded, not your feelings. Okay, next up, let's talk about Shu. Shu means method or technique. And if Fa is the what, the clear target, then Shu is the how. It's the step-by-step process you use to define work so clearly that confusion and procrastination literally have nowhere to hide. And this is how you apply it. It's a simple three-part formula. Any task you have gets broken down like this. So instead of a vague to-do item like work on project, you define the specific action you'll take, the expected outcome, that's your FOW metric, and the dedicated time block you'll do it in. This completely removes the mental load of trying to figure out what to do. You just execute. The final pillar, and this one is a real game changer, is She. You can think of it as strategic leverage or power. She is all about recognizing that real, sustainable progress doesn't come from your own personal hustle. It doesn't come from grinding harder. It comes from the structure and the automation you build into the system itself. Using Shift just means you strategically delegate jobs to things that aren't you. For instance, you don't try to remember your appointments, you delegate your memory to a calendar. You don't use willpower to ignore social media, you delegate your focus to an app locker. You don't agonize over what's most important, you delegate prioritization to a simple matrix. You let the system do the heavy lifting for you. Okay, so we've got the theory down. How do we actually put this into practice, like right now? We can start with something I call the Legalist system audit. It's super simple. So think of one area in your life, right now, that always seems to fall apart when you're tired or unmotivated. First, you just identify that weak spot. Second, you define a crystal clear, measurable metric for it. That's your FA. And third, you find a tool or a simple rule to automate it. That's your She. That's it. The whole point of this audit, and really the whole point of legalism for our purposes, is to engineer your world so that doing the right thing is actually easier than doing the wrong thing. Success shouldn't feel like an uphill battle. It should be the natural, default outcome of the system you've designed. So let's bring this all together.
The real power to consistently hit your goals isn't found in some temporary burst of inspiration. It's found in the permanent, objective structure that you build for yourself.
Think about a fast food chain. A burger tastes the same in Ohio as it does in California, right? It's not because every employee is a culinary genius, it's because the system is the boss. The checklists, the timers, the processes, they're in charge, making sure everything is consistent no matter who's working that day. Your job is to build that kind of airtight system for yourself and then just follow it.
If you take away just one thing from all of this, let it be this right here. The path to getting predictable, amazing results isn't about forcing yourself to be more disciplined or more motivated. It's about designing a system that makes all of that willpower irrelevant.
So, I'll leave you with this question. Just look at your daily life, your work, your personal goals. Find that one point of friction, that one place where you're just burning through willpower, and ask yourself, what is the first system you're going to fix?
Like and subscribe for timeless wisdom.